What's good, y'all? What's good? So I didn't plan on making a video today, but here goes. I just got a perspective change about something. So for the past like week or so, 2 weeks, I was watching the Game of Thrones, my favorite show, one of my favorite shows. And the funny thing was, I only had season 1, season 2, and season 8. So that's all I really needed, because I seen the whole thing. I just didn't see the last season. I kept seeing clips of it because I didn't have, access to that thing or whatever. So anyway, I seen the whole last season. And now I see what everybody was talking about, like how horrible it ended. Like he killed Daenerys and he didn't become king and all that stuff. And then I was like, oh my God, this ending is trash. Like such an epic show ended so like blah. So that's how I felt immediately. But then I was looking at it and I seen like how the end went, and it made sense for the characters if it was in real life, but it didn't make sense for the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want an outcome and we didn't get the outcome we expected. But a perspective change for me was that it made sense the way it ended, because it ended for the characters, because they if Daenerys stayed alive, she would have been the ruler, and then things would have stayed the same. Like everybody still would have been divided but under one rule. So her dream really wouldn't come true, what she said she wanted. And then Jon, he didn't want to be king, even though he would have been a good king, but he didn't want that whole division in one power either. And then like his sister, what was her name? Oh shit, I forgot her name. The redhead. She was gonna separate herself from the separate 7 kingdoms. So it was like, okay. And then Bran, he became the king, but he wasn't able to pass on the legacy. So it was like basically they were ending the whole system, which was good because they didn't have like a dictatorship. Everybody could go lead their own lives in peace and do what they wanted to do, and they didn't have to answer to one dictator and be afraid of this and be afraid of that, and then worry about who's passing the crown on and who's doing this and who's doing that and who needs to make allies. And everybody could just live in their own space in peace and harmony. Like nobody's ruling over this person, nobody's ruling over that person. Everybody just leads their own house, leads their own lives. And that was like similar to what I was talking about the other day in one of my other messages. Like, just be a leader in your own house, and then you don't have to worry about having one leader to control everybody. Everybody should be their own leader, leading your own house, being fair and just in your own house. And then nobody has to rule over you or lead you, because you're ruling and leading over yourself. If everybody takes accountability and responsibility for themselves, they don't need a leader or to be a follower. If everybody's doing their part for themselves and for their home, and then teach that towards the future, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I got out of it. Like, yeah, it didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but it ended the way it needed to. Like, that's the message and the perspective change that I got out of it. Like, in a real world situation like that we're going through right now, like, we're seeing it in real time. Like, the system has been broken for a long time, and a lot of us chosen ones are here to break that system, so then we can be leaders and wake up other leaders, so then we could do the same thing that was in Game of Thrones. Like, everybody needs to be their own leader, lead their own house. We don't need dictators and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody's doing their part, leading, guiding, and passing that knowledge down, we don't need to have all these dictators and hierarchies and bloodline passing and making allies and war and all that shit. So yeah, I just love how that perspective change came to me, because I was really disappointed at first. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how's there no king? How's there no queen? Like, what's going on? But her ego would have destroyed everything. She couldn't trust anybody. Nobody trusted her. So it was just a bad situation. It was a bad situation. And I saw that later on, and I'm like, yeah, But then I just knew Jon was gonna be the king, and I'm like, they kind of did him dirty too. Like, go back to the north. But I mean, shit, it was good because he was a protector. He was a warrior. Like, he was fine where he was going. He accepted his fate. He was good with it. He didn't care nothing about none of that stuff. So it was great. I love the ending now. It makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people might not agree with me, but I don't care. That's my perspective. All right, so that's all I thought about it. All right, peace.